can I interest you in Brandon Saad, who is just about to become a free agent, agreed to a contract termination with the St. Louis Blues. Did you see he threw away almost $6 million to be a free agent? Like that think about that.
Yeah, for anyone that is always annoyed with players and being greedy and wanting more and it being all about the money, look no further than this guy. I mean, yeah, he's made a lot of money and he's won his cups and he's done everything. But I'm sorry, I don't care who you are or what you have in the bank. There's 6 million US dollars in front of you, and you're like, nah, I'd rather roll the dice on seeing if I can hook up with a different company to work for. Not many people do that. I don't care what industry you're talking about it. So hats off for him. That shows passion for the game and wanting to end his career on the right note and finding a good fit. And how many owners commit to a guy like that's waiver worthy, and they still got to pay him $6+ million. And the guy's like, you keep it. I'm going to go. I think the best chance for me to have some success is elsewhere. Just keep what you owe me. It never happens. It's very impressive. And it just shows that this guy wants to find the right spot. And now everyone, is intrigued on. So this guy's probably going to be league min, I would think, unless a couple teams really want him. It's intriguing. What do you think about his potential fit and as a bottom six guy on the Leafs?
Yeah, people are already starting to connect the dots. One of them to Edmonton because of Stan Bowman. He wins 2 cups with Chicago in 13 and 15. The other, I probably did it, but to Toronto, played for Craig Berube. I actually don't mind it. I understand this team's been banged up with injuries, but they're lacking something in that bottom six. Like when the bottom six goes out, they're not scoring. Like it just doesn't have that feel where they can get a loose puck and bang the puck in. And I know a guy like Saad hasn't been good, but the one thing I will say, he's still really fast, right? And when you have speed, you can get into a position to score. I mean, who knows what could happen if you put him with like a Matthews or you put him with like a Nylander or put him with somebody. I mean, the guy's got the pedigree. I think it's a low risk, high reward type play. I wouldn't incentivize him in a contract. And, along those lines, if he's no good, you just put him on waivers, send him to the American Hockey League. Like, I don't see the risk at all in at least talking to him. I know the retort would be there's so many bodies there in the bottom six, but dude, I could tell you right now, there's a combination of different guys who the Leafs can put on waivers today and nobody would claim them. I'm sorry. I know people feel otherwise, but it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, I agree, especially at this time of year when people are trying to, they got their own problems and they're probably not going to add more by claiming a pretty average player in the bottom six off of waivers. And some people might say that's what Brandon Saad is right now. But like you say, there's still speed there for a guy and his experience level and not just leadership, but it ends up being leadership. Like he doesn't have to wear a number or be the voice in the room necessarily, but knowing what it feels like and what it looks like, maybe he could, inject something into this group that, let's be honest, doesn't know how to win. They don't. Nobody on this roster knows how to win. And their leadership has not won. And all they have is chalked up losses and defeats and thrown away seasons behind them. To get a guy in there that knows what it looks like and knows what it feels like, I don't think would hurt, especially when, it doesn't cost you anything. It's low risk. And like you say, you can get out of it. You're not going to handcuff yourself and regret it. And I'm sorry, but you go through Twitter and everyone's talking about, oh, well, they need to go get this D-man at the trade deadline and then get this power forward center and we need to do this. So they're like, okay, everyone just wants to snap their fingers and have all these. For who? Like, you need to add, but you can't just add without giving. I don't think anyone's real interested in giving up a bunch of first round picks. I don't think anyone's interested in, giving up the Easton Cowans and the Mintons and the Danforths and whether that's even going to sweeten a deal or not. Like, it's just, my point is, it's hard to make a deal at the trade deadline and there's no guarantees that you're going to really shake things up and fix the deficiencies on this roster without giving up some major bounty for it. And maybe this guy can be a little piece in the bottom six that can inject some positivity, because right now they look depleted.
Oh, they look so finished, and I get not having Nyes and Tavares on Wednesday night, but again, low risk, high reward, and if there's somebody who can figure him out, it's probably Craig Berube. I mean, there's they know each other, right, from their time in St. Louis, so we'll look on that front. Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.